I finally rescued the New York Giants by firing Brian Daboll and cutting the entire roster. My new job as the Giants general manager is to rebuild this team from scratch. But with a brand new roster, I want our team to have some chemistry. So we're only able to add players that link by a team they've played for. To determine where we're starting, of course we're spinning the wheel, because if I got to pick, that would just be way too easy. And we are going to start on the running back position. Not a bad place. And let's start by bringing back a player we never should have let go. 99 overall, Saquon Barkley. Welcome back to New York. I'm sure he is just thrilled to be back on this team. We're going to choose to go left here to add our first receiver. And we can only add a player that's played for either the Giants or the Eagles. I happen to know of a guy that I'm sure would love to join Saquon Barkley, as he's not temperamental at all. Now, of course, we're talking about A.J. Brown, but he's, of course, played for another team as well. Because A.J. Brown came from the Titans, now we can add a Titans player to our roster. So should it be Calvin Ridley, who's a 79 overall? No, instead I'm going to go with the older option, the more experienced veteran who's never gotten in trouble for gambling, DeAndre Hopkins, 83 overall. Now, DeAndre Hopkins has played for the Houston Texans, the Arizona Cardinals, the Titans, the Chiefs, and the Baltimore Ravens. The Texans, of course, have an 88 overall superstar X-Factor, Nico Collins. And the Cardinals have a young gun. How is this... I love MHJ, but I can't believe he's a superstar X-Factor at 80 overall. The Chiefs have Rashee Rice at an 85 overall, so it feels to me pretty obvious that we've got to go with Nico Collins at an 88 overall. But there's one more wide receiver that, although injured in real life, is not injured in Madden. He's a speed demon still at this point at 31 years old. It's Tyreek Hill, 93 overall, 98 speeds. He played for the Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins played for the Chiefs. I think you guys are getting the link now. I shouldn't do that. At this point, we just need one more receiver. And Tyreek Hill has only played for the Chiefs and for the Dolphins. And there's really only one player I could think of. It happens to be Jalen Waddle. Otherwise, we're looking at like Malik Washington and Nick Westbrook-Akine, and they're just not going to do it for me. The problem is now after Waddle, we jump to our left tackle. And Waddle has only played for one team in his career. Of course, it's the Dolphins, which is where we find our first issue of this challenge, but we're only at the beginning and it's going to get way more difficult as we keep going on. I don't know what to do for left tackle because the current Dolphins left tackle, Patrick Paul, I've never even heard of, is not very good. Teron Armstead did play for them, who was fantastic, but he retired. However, there is one left tackle that did play for the Dolphins, the team he was actually drafted to. I didn't even know this. I had to look it up on Google and ChatGPT if we're being honest. In fact, he's one of the best OTs in the entire game. 95 overall, Laramie Tunsil, the gas mask man himself, was drafted by the Dolphins. Now, Laramie Tunsil was drafted by the Dolphins, then traded to the Texans, and then traded to the Commanders. So we've got to find a left guard that played for one of those teams. Genuinely, I'm struggling to come up with anyone. So if I miss anyone, let me know in the comments below, but I'm just going to go with Laken Tomlinson, who currently plays for the Houston Texans. Because he's actually played for a bunch of teams, which opens us up here. He's played for the Lions, the 49ers, the Jets, the Seahawks, and now the Texans. Because Frank Ragnow retired and they have a new center, I don't think the Lions are our best option here. We do have Jake Brendel, who currently plays center for the 49ers. That's not good. Joe Tittman from the Jets is not terrible. 79 overall. That could get the job done. Because, of course, I'm not going with 69 overall Jalen Sundall, although that would be real nice. The problem is Tittman's only played for the Jets, so we need to find a right guard that's played for the Jets. Our first option in their current right guard is not a bad one, Elijah Vera Tucker at an 85 overall. Another option is the current Giants right guard, Greg Van Roten. He's only a 75 though. However, as we move to tackle, he did play for the Packers, so that's something to keep in mind because Elijah Vera Tucker is going to keep us on the Giants when we go to tight end, and I don't think that's good for us. So I'm actually going to take a downgrade in right guard here. This is called strategery and sign Greg Van Roten because he's played for the Packers, the Seahawks, the Toronto Argonauts. Interesting. He's also played for the Jags, the Panthers, Jets, Bills, Raiders, and Giants. This guy's a journeyman of a right guard. But Zach Tom, right tackle for the Green Bay Packers, who drafted Greg Van Roten, is going to be a key piece to this offensive line. And now that we've got this entire O-line filled out, it's time to move to tight end before we go to fullback and then quarterback. Zach Tom has only played for the Packers. We could take Tucker Kraft, which seems like the obvious option. But I'm going to play some 3D chess, and instead we're not going to take Tucker Kraft. Instead, I'm going to sign 68 overall Robert Tonyan for my tight end. Please, boys, bear with me. I'm cooking up something hot in the kitchen right now. Because Robert Tonyan has most recently played for the Kansas City Chiefs, where we can also go to fullback in Derek Parrish, which fullback connects to quarterback, and I'm guessing you could see where we were going with this one. Our offense is complete. I think it looks great, despite only being an 88 overall. Mostly dragged down by tight end and fullback, so I'm not too worried about it. But now we move to the defensive tackles, and clearly we don't want DeAndre Hopkins and Jalen Waddle playing cornerback. So let's spin our wheel to see which defensive position we'll be starting with. And honestly, I don't know how I'm going to feel about any position, so I guess DB is a good one. We're going to start at corner. And clearly we're starting with the best corner in the game, Pat Surtain II, 97 overall superstar X Factor. Welcome to the New York Giants. But it appears as far ahead as I was thinking on our last couple players for offense, I was not thinking far ahead for cornerback, because every single DB on the Broncos, which is the only team Pat Surtain has played for, has only played for the Broncos. They're all young. They were all drafted or signed by the Broncos, and now I pretty much have to add the Broncos cornerback room. So now that I screwed myself and literally have the Broncos defensive back room, let's move to free safety, who, yet again, we have to pick someone who's played for the Broncos. Now we can go to Justin Simmons, who was drafted by the Broncos and then played for the Atlanta Falcons, or we can get Brandon Jones, who is playing for the Broncos right now, and add another current Broncos DB, which I'm gonna do because he's also played for the Dolphins, so it gives us some options. Because since we're adding a second free safety who's played for the Dolphins, currently plays for the Dolphins, 92 overall, Minkah Fitzpatrick, welcome. Which now moves us to our right edge position. And thankfully, Minkah has played for the Steelers. Don't get me wrong, I want to add TJ Watt so bad, but he's a left edge, and we can't cheat in this competition. We gotta stay true to the rules. So instead, we have to settle, and I say that in air quotes, for Alex Highsmith, who is still a fantastic edge rusher. The problem is now we go to our Mike linebackers, and Highsmith has only played for the Steelers, so we need linebackers that have played for the Steelers. Patrick Queen is our first choice, who currently plays for the Steelers at an 81 overall. And of course, Patrick Queen has played for the Ravens, which gives me Roquan Smith, a fantastic Mike linebacker. So now we just need our will linebacker. Queen is obviously our second Mike, so this spot is vacant. And trust me, boys, I'm cooking up something hot right now, because for our will linebacker, we're going to take Tremaine Edmonds from the Bears, who Roquan also played for, which now we go for our left edge rusher, and Tremaine Edmonds also played for the Bills. Do you see where this is going? No! No. Okay, I screwed this up. I thought I was so clever. I thought I was so smart. Turns out Joey Bosa, actually, he's only an 86 overall. Okay, never mind. I thought Joey Bosa was the left edge, but it's Greg Rousseau, who's actually an 87 overall superstar, so it ends up working out better in my favor. No, we didn't get TJ Watt or like a Max Crosby, but this is pretty dang good for our team. And oh my goodness, I might have actually screwed myself, cooked myself, chat, more than I thought I did. Because for our strong safety, Rousseau's only played for the Bills, so we have to add a strong safety that's played for the Bills. So our immediate option is Taylor Rapp, but I'm hoping some of their really good safeties are still playing. Oh, my greatest fear has been realized. Jordan Poyer is only a 76 overall now. That's not good. And I don't believe Micah Hyde's even in the game anymore. So we're going to have to go with 78 overall Taylor Rapp. Oh, I cannot stand this guy, dude. However, with our second strong safety, he did play for the Rams, so Cameron Curl's an option. And after my research, I think he's honestly the only option other than like John Johnson or Quentin Lake, so we're going to go with 82 overall Cameron Curl. Now, as we move to our three defensive tackles here, it's important to note Cameron Curl has played for both the Rams and the Commanders. That should free us up just a little bit. Option number one, Sebastian Joseph Day, who has played for the Rams. Option number two, Kobe Turner, who currently plays for the Rams. Option three, Braden Fisk, an 82 overall. Could go with Javon Kinlaw, but he's like the worst of the bunch. Now, I think I've got to go with Kobe Turner. He's only played for the Rams, so then I think I've also got to go for Braden Fisk. I wish Aaron Donald was still playing, dude. Both of these guys have only played for the Rams, so just like the Broncos, I've kind of locked myself into a team here, but that's what you get when you do it this way. Our final team is assembled. The offense, I think, looks fantastic, but I do have some big fears on our defense, mostly the defensive line. Our DB room is just, it's literally the Broncos, but our safeties, our secondary, it's okay. But can we win a Super Bowl with this team? So I hopped into the week one game on the road against the Commanders, and I just wanted to see what this team that we've built using this insanely absurd method could offer us, and boy, was I surprised. We were firing. Great offensive plays down the field, scoring touchdowns, holding the Commanders to not very many points, and we were fairly easily able to walk away with the W in week one. Congratulations to the squad. It seems I've made the right decision so far, but will we make the playoffs? Will we have a chance for a playoff win? But it was what happened next that really caught me off guard. This is actually crazy. There's no freaking way, dude. We went 17-0. If you guys have seen my 17-0 videos, you know how impossible this is. No 4 sweets. How did this happen? Screw it. Let's just advance to the Super Bowl and see if this team is good enough to make it. 17-0? Are you actually serious? I can't believe this, dude. I don't know what glitch I have. It's a Mahomes glitch. college. That's it. If I want to go 20-0 in any of those videos, I just need to add Mahomes because we are in the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens. We've already got a huge lead here. I'm covering Mark Andrews, and they're going to convert it, and they might even get a touchdown. They end up scoring. It's 3rd and 1. I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to get a first down here with Saquon. And now we're in another 3rd down. I'm just now realizing how much I actually use my tight end, which is kind of a problem for this challenge, but we're going to hit Jalen Waddle on the outside. He's so fast. Come on. Oh, we almost hurdled. Okay, boys, let's just run this ball here. Come on, Saquon. First down. I like this play setup. I like this play. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! I don't know how we caught that. That man coverage was so weird, dude. They didn't score. We're threatening again. Let's try a toss play. These things never seem to work, but when you have Saquon Barkley, everything works. Come on, Saquon. You're the guy. You're the guy. You're the guy. You're the guy! Look at the speed boost, bro. It's still on all Madden, or we're still winning. Come on, we got to get to the quarterback. We got to get to the quarterback. Oh my gosh, everybody's open. Did not get to the quarterback like I wanted to. 4th and 4. This play could already determine the game, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it already. Derrick Henry in the backfield. They might run it. Nope, they're not running it. I got to get to Derrick Henry. Tackling. No! They scored and got the ball back. So now we've got to come up with a stop. I'm shooting the gap, but Derrick Henry's too good. If they score here, they can go for 2. So we've got to bring down Henry. Look at Roquan, bro. And now I'm on Minka. Derrick Henry's tired. Maybe we can get a fumble if he tries to throw it again, and that's the perfect play call for that. 2-minute warning. There's no way they want to keep running the football, right? Oh my gosh, they're going to keep running the football. We got to tackle Henry. I'm on Henry. I'm on Henry. Shoot the backfield. Got to tackle. No! Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Need a play, boys. Need a play, boys. Mine! He threw it right at me. Lamar Jackson, what are you doing, son? Roquan Smith comes up with the play of the game, putting this one away, maybe. Gonna keep running it here. Just gotta run it, run it, run it. Come on, Saquon. I mean, literally all I need is a field goal here, but I still would be happy with more than that. Oh my, nope. No, that's actually really bad. That's actually really bad. I just gave the ball back. Just what I wanted. Now to give them another opportunity here where you know they're going to be able to take advantage and tie this up. I just already know it. Come on. Got to cover over the middle. Got to cover. Oh, nope. Break it up, Roquan. Let's go. Lamar is being very, very aggressive. Ah, that's my zone. Big hits. Come on, guys. Just me getting out over my skates. If they throw it, keep them in bounds. Keep them in bounds. Keep them in bounds. Perfect. They probably have about 2 plays left if they're lucky here with snapping it and 13 seconds. 4th down. They need a first. They're going to be going for it. It's going deep. Okay, tackle them in bounds. That should be the game. There's no way they can spike it in 7 seconds. Come on, tick-tock, tick-tock. Not the app, but the clock. Round the world we go. That's a Super Bowl championship. I can't believe we just went 20-0, dude. That is unfathomable to me, considering I do those challenges all the time. Speaking of which, 20-0 challenge. It was much more difficult than apparently this is, but if you want to go watch that, we did a 20-0 video right here. Go watch it. You're going to love it. I promise. I love you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.